Welcome everyone to another Friday 5. Now, if you read this timestamp of this video, it is actually Monday, but we pushed through. If you haven't watched these before, my name's Alex. I run a service-based studio called Render Studio. We help property developers with 3D renders made easy, and then I also co-founded a property marketplace in New Zealand called Townhouses, where we help Kiwis buy townhouses off the plans by connecting directly with the developer. That's me, a little intro. I'm doing these videos to really just document the journey, and if you've been watching a few of these, you'll know that I have not hit my Friday goals very consistently, but we're here, we're showing up. It's about sharing what I'm learning, sharing what's working, and last week, just to wrap this up real quick, was an ecstatic week. It was an exciting week. We started to build momentum in Melbourne. We have been launching there for, this will be the 4th week. So coming up on our first 30 days launching in Melbourne for Render Studio, and the first 2 weeks were what any cold start would be. You know, the engine's cold, cogs are stiff, and momentum is purely a twinkle in our eye. But as of last week, we had some exciting momentum come through. Now, I'll probably do a bit of a training or a behind the scenes on how I run campaigns, because that's been our lead strategy in breaking into this market, is running ads on Meta, so Facebook and Instagram, to attract the sort of 3% of property developers in Melbourne who are ready to buy renders now. We're not too interested in people who are 3 months, 6 months, 12 months down the track. We're looking for people who right now are thinking in their head or in their staff meetings, we need better 3D renders. Either we need a better provider that's smoother with high quality at more feasible rates, or it might be their first time getting renders and they're thinking, where do we even start? This is the audience that we are just targeting with our ads. And it's been a great progression of how those campaigns have rolled out. In the first 2 weeks, because I was kind of time constrained and really wanted to just launch into Melbourne with no more excuses, like no more sitting around thinking, oh, we've got to wait till we've got a video ad, or we've got to wait till we've got a perfect audience to target, or perfect campaign copy, or we need to talk to more developers. I didn't want any of those excuses holding back our momentum. I wanted to launch. And so the best way to launch is just to create a static creative ad. And so what you do is you go into whatever ad platform you're building and you just create a static ad. So for us, obviously it's key to have a render in the image, because that's what we're promoting. It also catches the eye and gives them a little taste of what we can do. And then also on that ad, having a real text, plain, direct call out, like, are you a Melbourne property developer? And then maybe for us, we're using social proof, so we're using one of our clients like Tuakitty Property or Brooksfield or FH Group of Isandia on those ads as well, to add some social proof if those developers know those brands. So creating a static can take a few minutes in Figma or Canva. Writing some copy, I tend to build out objection handling copy, so I'm leaning into all the things that property developers find frustrating about the process of 3D renders, and I lean straight into it. There's no point hiding. Like, your prospects are thinking it, you might as well address it. And by addressing the truth, addressing reality with, you know, honest and candid truth and a solution, you often buy a whole lot of trust. So the first 2 weeks we were running a static campaign, which was a picture of a render, a call out, are you a Melbourne property developer? And then the copy in the ad was just leaning into the frustrations or friction points or hesitations that they have. And the first 2 weeks, we got a handful of leads. They were pretty cold, pretty poor. I think that the Melbourne property development market is hyper competitive, and so it probably wasn't enough juice to get cut through. Now, it is actually similar in New Zealand, and our highest converting campaign type in New Zealand is a video ad. But it's not a Hollywood HD style, big direction, production value, post-production's crazy campaign. It's a selfie video. So it's like this. I'm holding the phone and I'm saying, are you a Kiwi property developer? You've probably heard me coin that phrase. So we thought, let's run that. So on the start of week 3, which was last week, I recorded a "Are you a Melbourne property developer?" ad, and we launched that. The very next day, we got 2 piping hot leads, and Luke was able to contact them. They are both prospects that we are now nurturing to hopefully get plans, to hopefully inspect and then present a proposal, which will hopefully become a closed deal. The next day, we had another 2 hot leads, so that was on Thursday. And then Friday was a slower day, but prospecting, calling leads, email outbound, cold outbound, all of these exciting things. But the thing that is most important is that although we have not landed a paid project in Melbourne yet, we've got 4 really hot and interested prospects that we are now nurturing this week. That'll be this week's goal. And also we have got one step closer to success. And so it's really important in business to measure success and measure it appropriately to the season. So a lot of the time we race straight to the end goal, like success is getting paid. Well, that's a success metric, and if you've already been paid before, that's a healthy metric to continue. But if you haven't had a conversion yet in a new market or with a new offer or a new business, you need to break down that success, pull those goalposts closer to where you are right now, to reality, and start measuring those wins so that you can build internal momentum, culture in your team, and also as a leader, a founder, a director, you can know that you're taking steps towards the bigger goal. So obviously for us, having traction, having a consistent pipeline of clients and jobs in Melbourne is obviously the big success. But breaking that down to, we launched a campaign that kind of worked. That's a win. There's still leads came in. The next one was that we launched a video campaign linked into those hesitations and addressed our customers directly head on. Then we got hot leads. So that's a massive win. Luke then contacted them. That's a win. We're now, nurturing them and bringing them towards conversion, which will be our next win. And so it's really important, and what I'm learning, and is kind of the theme of this video, is that we are one step closer. And you in business are one step away from momentum. So for us, we know that we're now one step away from getting more leads because our campaign's working. We're then also one step away from getting plans, which is one step closer to having a converted deal. And once we get a converted deal, we'll be one step closer to being positioned in Melbourne for success. And so if there was anything that I could take away from last week, it was make sure you celebrate the wins, celebrate them internally first, then celebrate them publicly. I like to build in public and share in public, so that's why these videos are key. But then also make sure that you are identifying what is the win for your season, what's appropriate to measure. But you're only one away. You're one win away, one small milestone away from big wins, and that's kind of the theme for this week. To end this video, because we've already gone over 5 townhouses as well, we've got a secret product that we've been building to help you manage listings, leads and data in one place under one, I can't really call it under one roof, can I? It's a bit of breach on trademark, but under one location, under one source, under one dashboard, and it's going to be really exciting. Hit a real good milestone in the build that we are now at MVP level 1.0, which means that we can now take on beta testers this week. And so at the end of this week, when I do my update, I'll be letting you know about this secret build. And I think, Scott and I haven't talked about this too much, but I think we're going to launch like a waiting list funnel. I think it'll be an interesting exercise as founders to see if we can generate demand, generate interest, and a list of leads that we can then test and then launch this product to. So yeah, it's an exciting season, and my big goal for this week is to continue that momentum, continue celebrating wins, and take some big action to get some big rewards. Hope you're having a great week. As always, if you found anything interesting in this video, let me know below wherever you're watching this on. If you've got questions about anything I mentioned in this video, about running ads, about launching new services, launching into new markets, let me know, and I'd love to make content for that. See y'all.